Mortgage rates in Las Vegas are sitting at a low 6% range right now. 3 months ago, they were under 6. The major forecasters can't agree on where they'll land in December. And the difference between getting this right and getting this wrong in this market is roughly $50,000 over the life of the loan. Here's what nobody on YouTube is telling you straight. The buyers winning in Las Vegas in 2026 aren't the ones waiting for rates to drop. They're the ones already pre-approved, already in the conversation with builders, already locked in on a neighborhood. Today, I'll show you exactly where rates are headed, the income you actually need to qualify in this valley, and the one builder play most buyers are leaving on the table. I'm Eric Nuke Hudson, retired Air Force officer and Las Vegas real estate expert with Keller Williams Marketplace One. I've helped over 100 families navigate this market, military on PCS orders to Nellis and Creech, and civilians relocating from California, Texas, and the East Coast. I work Las Vegas, Henderson, North Las Vegas, and even Pahrump. No hype, no sugarcoating, just the math and what to do about it. The average 30-year fixed mortgage rate is about in the low 6% range right now as I'm recording this. The Federal Reserve's benchmark rate is between 3.5 and 3.75% after 3 rate cuts in the last 4 months of 2025. We started 2026 with rates briefly dipping under 6%, and February actually saw qualified buyers locking in close to 5%. Then March hit. Inflation reaccelerated to 3.3% year over year. Geopolitical tensions pushed oil prices and rates climbed back into the low 6s. Will mortgage rates go down in 2026? Here's the honest answer. Yes, but probably not as much as you're hoping. According to Fannie Mae's April housing forecast, the 30-year fix is expected to sit at 6.3% in the second quarter, then drift to 6.1% through the rest of 2026 into 2027. The Mortgage Bankers Association is calling for 6.1 to 6.3%. The National Association of Realtors is projecting around 6%. None of the major forecasters are calling for sub 6% as a base case before fall. And if you're hoping mortgage rates will crash back to 3 or 4%, that's not happening. Not in 2026, not in 2027 either. The federal deficit, the inflation picture, and the global treasury demands are all working against a return to pandemic-era rates. The math just doesn't work. If you're relocating to Las Vegas, here's another piece of math you need to factor in. Nevada has 0 state income tax. For households earning around $120,000 a year, that's roughly $5,000 to $8,000 a year back in your pocket compared to California and other high-tax states. Over a 3-year PCS tour, that's almost 2 months of mortgage payments. Over a 10-year stay, that's a down payment on your next home. Here's the numbers that's going to surprise you. The current median single-family home in Las Vegas Valley is sitting around $482,000. Buy that price with around 5% down, and your loan size lands near $450,000. On a $450,000 loan, dropping your rate from 6.5% to 6% saves you about $146 a month. Over the life of the loan, that is $52,000 in interest. A half a point matters, but waiting 6 months for that half a point also costs you. Las Vegas home prices are projected to keep growing this year. If prices climb 2 or 3% while you wait, you've eaten most of your savings on a higher purchase price. And once rates drop, every buyer who's sitting on the fence is going to flood the market at once. Inventory will tighten, bidding wars will come back. That's the trade-off nobody on YouTube wants to talk about. 3 dates on the calendar can move your rates this year: the monthly jobs report, the consumer price index release, and the Federal Reserve meetings. The Fed meets again at the end of April, and most analysts expect them to hold. But every CPI release between now and December, that's where your rate window opens or closes. If you do nothing else from this video, get your file ready before rates move, not after. 3 things to focus on: your credit score. Pricing tiers reward you most heavily at 740 and 760. So getting from 715 to 740 can shave a quarter point off your rate. Your debt to income ratio, every car payment, every credit card balance you knock down increases your buying power and your reserves. Most loan programs require 2 months of payments and savings, but I tell my clients to aim for at least 3 and maybe go to 6. Quick note before we go deeper, everything we're covering today, plus BAH numbers by rank, neighborhood breakdowns for both bases, and a full relocator checklist, it's in my free Las Vegas relocation and market guide. Link is in the description and the pinned comment. And right now, I'm going to throw a little QR code up. That QR code, for those of you on television, you can just click through on that, get in contact and get all of that information. Promise I'm not going to bother you. Grab it before you make any moves. Now, let me answer the question I get the most. How much income do I need to buy a house in Las Vegas in 2026? With the median right now about $482,000 and 20% down, you're looking at roughly $120,000 in household income to comfortably qualify. With 5% down, you're more like about $145,000 because PMI adds about $200 a month. For my military families on PCS orders to Nellis or Creech, get a VA savvy lender now, not the day you arrive. Now, pull your certificate of eligibility, get pre-approved, and know exactly how your BAH stacks up against the Las Vegas housing market for your rank. That preparation is the difference between writing a clean offer in your first week and losing 3 homes to faster buyers. Also, I always like to mention this, a lot of the lenders have realtors in their network whose job is to protect their loan, not you. So go ahead and reach out first, and I will help you with a lender that will look out for you and not try to steer you to another realtor, okay, who is looking out for them. A few quick rules to maximize your buying power. Pre-approval, not pre-qualification. Pre-qualification is a guess at best. Pre-approval is a verified offer letter the seller takes seriously. Shop at least 3 lenders, and I know lenders don't want to hear that because they don't want the competition. Remember that about putting you into it with a realtor who's going to protect them? They don't want the competition, but this is about you. And then know every program you qualify: VA, FHA, the Nevada Housing Division, lender credits, rate buydowns, and builder incentives. This is where most buyers in the market are leaving real money on the table. The major builders are running 2-1 buydown packages this spring, and on a $450,000 loan, that math saves the buyer roughly $30,000 to $40,000 in their first 10 years compared to a standard market rate. That's straight off a mortgage calculator. A lot of the most aggressive incentives in Las Vegas right now are coming from new construction. One builder, Lennar in particular, but a lot of builders are doing this. They're the second largest home builder in the country. They were founded back in the 1950s, and they currently operate over 50 active communities across the valley in Summerlin, Sky Canyon, Cadence, Inspirada, Lake Las Vegas, and Henderson, Sunstone up in the northwest, and Centennial Point and Simeons in North Las Vegas. Simeons specifically sits a short drive from Nellis, which is why it's been popular with my active duty buyers. Lennar pricing in Las Vegas runs from the high 280s for entry-level townhome to the high 800s for the new Mockingbird estate plans in Summerlin. Their model is called Everything is Included: appliances, smart home tech, and designer finishes bundled into the base price. So you're not worried about all that other stuff and lot fees and everything else, but I can get you with the right builders if you are looking for a new build home that's going to suit you. But I'm not here to shill for any builder. So let me give you the honest trade-off. New construction gives you brand new everything: a builder warranty, energy efficiency, and right now, those rate buydowns to compensate for these high interest rates. The trade is a smaller lot and similar floor plans across the community, HOA fees, and this is a big one: you need someone independent representing you. The builder's office salesperson works for the builder, not you. Bring your own agent on your very first visit, or you forfeit representation. And that's a full stop, which means no one is out there looking out for you Remember, the builder pays your representation, and if you don't have any representation, they don't give you a discount. I would say go give it a try, but then you lose the ability to have representation. And sometimes, especially in the older homes, more square foot per dollar. The trade is older systems, dated finishes, no warranty. Neither is universally better. The right answer depends on your timeline, your finances, and what your family actually needs and can afford. So, is it a good time to buy a house in Las Vegas in 2026? My honest answer, yes, if you're financially ready. The market is rewarding prepared buyers, not the patient ones. Don't try to time the rate, time your readiness. Get your finances right and tight. Get pre-approved with a lender who understands Las Vegas. Pick a neighborhood that fits your life. Summerlin in the west, Henderson in the south, North Las Vegas closer to base for those of you in the Air Force. If you've got kids, check the Clark County School District ratings for a specific zone. CCSD is the 5th largest school district in the country, and ratings shift block to block. When the right home comes up at a rate you can live with, move. If rates drop further this year, you refinance. If you don't, you've already locked in your spot in a market that's not getting cheaper. This video is your information, and I hope after looking at it, you feel that I'm the plan. Tell me in the comments if you are buying a home here in 2026, waiting to 2027, or just sitting this one out completely. I read every comment and I try to respond, but at the very least, myself or my assistant reads the comments. If you want to talk about your specific situation, I offer free consultation calls, no pressure, no pitch. Link is in the description, the pinned comments. I'm also going to put that QR code up again so you can pick up your phone if you're looking at television, because I know you can't click below. For my military brothers and sisters, you know the drill. Alpha Mike Foxtrot. And for the majority of my audience, which is everyone else, I want to thank you for being here. I know you took time to watch this video today, and I appreciate you. And you know, I love you, and we're going to keep them lights on for you. Now, go ahead and click off to the next video that YouTube has just put up, because they're saying it's the one you want to watch the most. And let's go ahead and meet in the next video. I'm going to see you over there.